Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, I'm back with another video. Thanks for tuning in. You are welcome, whoever you are. If it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button or the subscribe button. If you like my content from previously. I'm not a bad person, but recently I had some um um feelings I needed to share on my page because of what I'm grasping right now about the way of the world is headed, and only with a specific um, title, Black Lives Matter. Um, but I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to help some people who were a little bit confused about what it was like. Well, I think you guys know what it's like, but whenever you go to a person and they are affiliated with a church and they don't see you attending a church and they want you to attend a church, um, and you do not feel comfortable, it is a very good reason behind that. Okay. The reason why you don't feel comfortable is because America has brainwashed you and pressured you into believing that it will take what's inside of that church that's going to get you the freedom that you deserve. When really, what's going to take you to get the freedom that you deserve is yourself. Okay? Now, they teach you that in the church, but they focus on placing an image of a white man in front of you. So I know you can easily ignore that, but what some people don't understand is that it is a reason why they say do not worship any false gods or any other statue before me. There's a reason for that. And I'm not saying that you are worshiping the white image that you see, but hiddenly and sneakily, if that's even a word, sneakingly, sneakingly or sneakily, I made one up. You will be easily persuaded to be adjusted to something else, another movement that you're practicing because of how hidden the power of that statue is that you don't recognize. Okay, the reason why, okay, God said do not follow any other statues or, worship any other gods or idols before me. Okay, a statue is there to help people remember, a few things. Okay, the things that the statues help you remember is who's in charge, who's in power. But what people don't understand is that some people's minds are strong enough to overlook that and know what the bigger picture is. And some people's minds aren't strong enough to overlook that, and they literally see a vision of the person, of a statue in their head. And God did not want them to see that. God wanted you to see the vision of faith within your mind of your own image, not of an image that was given to you. And that is the issue. So if you're going to church or feel like you need to be in church to be saved, you're wasting your time. Okay? If you should know how to act accordingly with or without the church. Okay? It's so many churches that have ceremonies that get you to stay in one area but not fulfill your full potential. Now, sometimes people fulfill their full potential either way, if they go to a church or if they don't. But not everybody is that strong, and that's the reason why it is important not to even do all of that. I got a piece of string right here. I'm trying to get this off. Might be on my neck with the something. There we go. Piece of string. So my main focus is, is making sure you do not get sucked in. Now, I've been in a church before, but I've gotten all the information I needed. Once you get all the information you needed and you find out that you can decode that Bible, and if somebody had a Bible lesson, or someone called you over for Bible study or Bible lesson, and you started listening, and someone asked questions, and then everyone asked a question, but you answered it in your head, and then everyone else was just like still learning, but you knew. That's when it's time for you to embrace yourself and start working on seeing how much you can do with yourself, because you've gotten information that people don't have. You've gotten information that people have to come to church for because they couldn't get it by themselves. You have the information already that people have to go search for on the internet or in the Bible because you have it yourself. Not saying that you're not going to be researching, but just also remember that your best technique and protection for not going to church is to say that I'm already saved, as if you're already saved. A person should not be forcing you to go to church. They should be making you feel comfortable enough about going to church. And if they're not making you feel comfortable enough about going to church and they keep on pressuring you, well, then guess what? They are not the church. The church is not the building. The church is the people. Okay? So if you don't feel that love, if you don't feel that non-pressure, like if you already asked them once, if they already asked you once and you gave them your answer, and they continue to manipulate you and try to get you to go to church, then that's not God. That's not God. Because God would have gave you a message right then and there. While you sat there and said that you was not going to go, and that person would have went on their way. You would have gave them a message just to go. Okay, that's the thing. And a lot of people aren't designed that way. They are designed to do what the system tells them to do, and not really look and reach out to the individual and know why that person felt like they did not want to go to church. And there's so many people right now who attend church. This is why I have a problem with In God We Trust on certain things, like on cop cars or on monies and things like that. Like, how dare the white man put that on there when he trusts other things other than what the Bible tells you to trust? That's my issue. So if you got someone making you go to church or trying to make you feel bad because you didn't go to church or paying tithes in church, I made a video about that. If you want to do it the ritual way, you can do it the ritual way. But do your own. Like paying tithes in church. Do your own time. Save your money and budget and pinch it, and stop being foolish and spend it on everything. Get it what you need, and then all the other stuff you put it to the side and pinch on it. Don't be sitting there blowing it, because that's not tithing to God. So you can tithe to God just without even being in church. Some people have, because you are the church. Remember that. That's the building. You're supposed to know how to tithe and do the right thing with your money without going to church. People need to go to church to know how to do that, so whenever they're not in church, they can go outside in the real world and practice that. See, some people don't need to be going through all that to know the answer. If you go ahead and give that person the answer and stop trying to get them to find out, because not everybody's hard-headed. Some people just need you to give them the answer to what you're saying so that they won't have to worry about figuring things out and finding things out and being falsely accused of not doing the works of God when you literally do it. Like my grandmother, she and God bless her, but she believes in the tithes and the offering, and that is okay, because you can believe what you want. You can have your own way of manifesting things into reality. You can have your own way of religious belief, whatever you want. But my thing is this. She does not believe in tithing on the outside of church, knowing that you are the church. Why? Because she believes that the tithing is done in a church building, and that is where it is necessary for the workings to actually happen. That's why it's necessary. But what I was telling her is that the person, like, she had an issue with my cousin going to church, and I'm like, okay. She said he don't go to church. His girlfriend, his wife goes to church, and the children goes to church, but he does not go to church. And he has his big house. He has a nice car. He has, a really big house that he built from scratch, from the ground up. A huge, huge house. Big house. And he's got money coming in. He's financially stable. And she is so upset and angry that he's not going to church. And she feels like things would be better with him if he do. Which probably, he probably do need some church in him. Remember, as that person, you are the church. He probably is missing that. But when it comes to you doing the right thing with your money and having the house and the big yard and all that stuff, she thinks that all of that is just not good enough for her. But to me, I'm saying I can see both sides, but at the end of the day, it's almost like he just demonstrated to go out there and do the right thing with the money, save the money, do this, invest in this, put all your children. He got all his children with him. He's married. He got his own family. He done went to the army, came out. Be thankful. You see what I'm saying? Work for the government. Got a nice. And I'm sitting up here like, okay, why do you feel like he needs to go to church to pay his tithes if he's demonstrating that in person already to God? He's not being fake and going to church and paying his tithes and letting everybody see that I'm doing the right thing with my money. Okay? He is providing a house for his children. He is keeping food on his table for him and his family. He is keeping his marriage between him and his wife. He is having a happy life that he has never had before. And you want him to go to church and pay his tithes to what? To get what he's got? He's already got it. You go do what he's doing, and then you'll have what he's having. So don't let anyone make you feel bad about going to church, because sometimes people don't have enough church in them, and it's necessary for them to go. But if you have a lot of church in you and you don't see that in a lot of people around you, people are going to start looking at you like something's wrong with you and like you need to change. But that's not the case. That's not the issue. The issue is they are blinded and they can't see. So whenever I share my side of a sexuality or a certain thing that I like, it's automatically deemed as you're an evil person, you're blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But all the time, if that person was spiritual, they would know who you are and they wouldn't question you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope my video inspired somebody. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.